Hey guys, welcome back to day number 5 of our 7-day serve challenge. This is your slice mastery lesson, and I gotta tell you, you're in good hands today because the slice serve is my baby. It is my favorite serve to hit. It's also my favorite serve to teach. So if you've never watched one of my slice serve lessons before, pay close attention. This will work if you follow the steps that I lay out for you today. Okay, so I'm just gonna hit some slice serves here. I got my buddy B2, you'll probably see him running in and out. I'm gonna feed him that ball. I'm just gonna talk about why the slice serve is the most important serve to master as I warm up. Now these are my first serves of the day, and especially love it for doubles. You can see the ball really moving, and you can serve it into the body, you can serve it out wide, you can serve it anywhere. And another thing that I want you to notice, if you have doubles, if you're a doubles player, the angles really work out for you. You can really make that ball move so far off the court if you're playing doubles, and also if you're serving more down the middle into their body, it just hooks. You can just make the ball move so much. That's the number one thing that I love. Another thing too, let's say you don't jump anymore. Look guys, I'm not jumping. That ball is really moving off the court. Look at that ball move. Look how much you can move. And that's another thing that I love, is the physicality part of it is not that hard. Again, just like I stressed all week, the most important part is not the legs in the kinetic chain. You need them involved, they need to sync up, but it's the arm action. If you're good at this arm action, you can really make this ball cut, okay? As you see B2 going crazy over there chasing balls. You can really make this ball cut and move off the court. Now if you are playing a match and you want to master the kick serve, again, it requires a level of physicality. I'm not even prepared to do it right now. I think it requires a jump. So the kick serve to me should not be the number one serve you should try and master, even if you're right-handed. The flat serve, well, we know we can crush flat serves, right? That's a pretty good flat serve right down the middle there. And that's awesome. I definitely want to use flat serves, but guess how many flat serves I use in a match? I use probably 10–15% max, and I certainly can't come up to line with confidence and hit a second serve flat like that, although that was pretty amazing, but I'm not gonna do that being down 5, 6, 30, 40 in a match. There's no way I would do that serve, okay? So the fact that you can stay on the ground and create these amazing slice serves, that's number one for so many of you watching. The fact that so many of you out there are playing doubles and you can make your opponent move way off the court like that. That's another awesome thing about the slice serve. So there's so many advantages, and I look at the slice serve like snowflakes. We always think of that out wide serve, but there's so many different serves you can hit with slice. You can even hit it more towards the middle like that and make it hook into the body. So as you can see, the slice serve, like I said, you're in good hands today. It is my baby, and I just wanted to give you that little talk to hopefully maybe inspire you and open some eyes. I think a lot of right-handers think, well, you know what, the kick serve is what I gotta master. No, most people, the kick serve, yes, you can do it, and I can say by definition you're doing a kick serve, but it sits up for so many people. We're gonna get to the kick serve tomorrow. I'm not saying don't add it, but I'm saying add the slice serve first because of all the advantages it has. So now let me show you a progression that I want you to do, and if you go and you practice this, we're gonna make it really easy today. If you go and practice this, you will start to hit slice. Let's do this. Okay, so I want my lefty serving to the ad side box. I want my righty serving to the deuce. Make sure, that's very important. What I want you to do, remember the other day when we started, we were getting rid of the number one problem heard around the world, which is avoiding that pizza move, that waiter tray move. We started out in hatchet, so that's what we're starting with. Again, it's so important. You're going through the 7-day serve challenge. Don't skip days. Just don't do your favorite days. Do all 7 days, because all the ideas build on each other. And if you did that day, you've already learned how to hit slice, whether you know it or not. So I want to come back here and hatchet right here. I can see my thumbnail. And remember what I talked about, getting comfortable attacking the ball with the edge. So I want to just practice a couple attacking the ball with the edge. There's a good chance I'm already going to slice a couple because it's really hard to hit the edge of the racket with a tennis ball consistently, especially if you're reaching up as high as you can. That's what I want you to do. So we're in a hatchet, we're way back here, the racket's down here, nice and loose and relaxed. The hand is loose. Again, look, I'm pretty much holding it with like fingertips right here in the hatchet move. I throw the ball up and I try and hit. Now again, that had a cut. Basically the slice is cutting the ball. Again, that has slice on it, even though I'm trying to hit the edge. These are slicing really, really weak. This is also teaching me how it feels to hit more cut to where the ball is going shorter in the box and off the court and maybe a little slower, and then how we can add different layers. Again, the slice serve, you can add so many different layers. So once I get that idea, remember, instead of going now straight forward like that, right here close to the ear, the pros, they swing out that way. So now I'm going to cast. There is a big light post today, which I'm going to show you guys. I'm just going to bring the camera around there. See that light post? That's basically where I'm looking at trying to throw my racket out. So now I'm in hatchet. I'm going to throw out to the light post there, but the ball's going to go that way, okay? So watch this. People don't believe that you can do this by throwing that way. It doesn't make any sense to people that you're going to throw that way and the ball's going to go that way. That's exactly what's going to happen. Watch this. Just trust it. Don't question it. Just trust it. I'm going to throw it out this way, throw the ball, and you see the ball moving across the court. Again, we're not trying to hit the ball in the box right now. We're just trying to trust the process. You can see B2 chasing that down. He would be the best ball boy in the world. Again, I'm going to come here. I'm going to throw out that way and cut the ball. Look at the ball spin. Now, how do I make the ball go off the court? You see they're going through there. How do I make it go way into the fence? Now I want to start to add my hips. The way my hips and the timing of how the hips open up and rotate, the hips and the shoulder, the timing of this is going to make the ball travel across the court more. So now I'm going to still swing out that way, but I'm going to add a little more flow, a little more relaxation in the hips to sway as I'm doing this. So I'm going to still throw out that way, but now I'm going to sway back as I'm doing that. That's how you can hit that out wide serve. Watch. I'm going to come here, I'm going to throw out, but then I'm going to sway, and now you see that ball went into the side fence. Okay, so once you get comfortable with that, guess where we're going to go? We're going to go back to the baseline and we're going to serve. No, you're not learning. You don't know progressions if you agree, if you're excited. We can't do that yet. Let me show you where we're going next. Okay, so now look where I am. I'm actually off the court in between the two tennis courts, like right in the center. And I want you to practice this. Again, if you're a lefty, you should be doing this on the add side. If you're a righty, you're doing this on the do side. And what I want to do is I want that ball to basically be going all the way over into the fence. And I want to add something that I'm going to call the ice cream scoop finish. I want to be super relaxed, and I want to scoop up here to where I finish the racket right level with my head here, so I can like lick an ice cream cone. Okay, so I'm coming here, I'm still back in hatchet, and now I'm just coming here and curling around that ball. Notice how I'm also throwing the ball a little more out to the side. You have to throw this ball out to the side and out in front. I'll show you some clips of where we want to toss that ball. It's so important to hit it out in front. If you're hitting the ball behind you, it gets hard to get the ball, have pace, and really get off the court. So an out in front toss is super important. We'll show you that in a couple of minutes here. But I'm coming here, I just want that ball moving way off the court into the fence. I want that ball moving way off the court into the fence. I like that one the best. I hit that one in the alley. Okay, so I like that I missed that wide and it went in the fence. That really can show me the potential. This is a great drill to show you the potential. Go, wow, I can really make that ball go off the court. And once you start to travel back towards the actual tennis court, you will see that you can do this. I saw top tennis train Simon actually practicing his serve more out towards the doubles alley to really show the potential and get the feel. So I love that, and I've been doing this for years actually. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring us back into the court. We're going to do one more hatchet, and then we're going to start to implement our full serve motion. So guys, after we come from the middle there, now I want you basically right here on the double sideline, and you're going to get yourself in the hatchet, and you're again going to look to cut up the ball. You're looking to make that move. Even though the ball is going out that way, remember, don't come too close to your ear and hit and start to turn this way too soon. Then you're going to have a weak one. I am swaying my hips. It's all about this right here. It's all about moving and using this right here. Boom, just like a quarterback throwing a football. And That's what I want to use to make the ball go where I want it to go. These are my steering wheels. This is a steering wheel, and these shoulders are a steering wheel, particularly this front shoulder and how this moves. That's what's going to make the ball move across the court. But the swing is going out to the lamp post over there. So again, I'm in hatchet. Watch how I move this. I'm going to come here and get it off the court. Look at that ball move. Look at that crazy action. Again, here, make that ball curl and move. We can see how much it can move. I'm gonna put the camera now to the side so you can see how far I'm throwing the ball out in front. Okay guys, so I think I've hit enough serves for you to prove that the ball has nasty action. It's getting way off the court. But now what I wanna show you is one more time in hatchet, but I wanna show you how far out in front the ball is. I want it out to the side. I'm gonna exaggerate out to the side so I can get some of that spin for free, and look how far out in front it is. I'm really going out to the ball. Let me do that again. Come here, out in front, hatch. Oh my gosh, I wish I would have had that one on the camera because that one went way, way, way into the fence and the ball was in. One more time, hatchet, and go. Okay, so this is a great way to get the action on the ball. Now what we're gonna do for our challenge is we're gonna do doubles today. Whether you're a singles or a doubles player, I'm gonna go where I would serve in doubles to my bread and butter serve out wide. We're gonna serve 10, and if I miss some, or if I want the serve to be a little better, I'm gonna explain the adjustments I can make. And so your challenge today is to be serving up close to the net, then out there, then back here, and then see how many out of 10 you can make. Now, even if you just go 1 out of 10, that's okay. You're measuring something. You know, am I good at this serve? Am I not so good at this serve? Am I okay at this serve? So knowing how many you're making out of 10, and even more important than the numbers, you know, is like, if that went in a match, is that gonna be effective? Is that gonna get some free points or some weak returns? So let's say I even score lower today. I'm expecting this to get anywhere 7, 8-ish, maybe miss a couple out of 10. I would think that would be pretty good for me. If I'm scoring like 6 or 5, that's a bad score. But also I'm gonna be judging out of these serves that I'm making, how many are giving me good, easy shots, or the ball's not coming back, or allowing my partner at the net to get some nice poaches going. If the answer is like, well, they're in, but they're just like floating up there. Even if you make 8 out of 10, that's not very good. Does that make sense? All right, don't forget to use your video ask, guys. Don't forget, I'm here to help you in your 7-day serve challenge. Okay, guys, so set up a target too. Now, beauty of this is they have pickleball lines. So that blue, you see that blue line running up the court there on the ad side. Basically, if I can make it on the other side of that, that's an amazing serve for me, okay? So that's like my target, but if the ball lands in the box with some nice spin, I'm gonna count that as good. But just so you guys know, I'm looking to get it just to the right of that blue line. If I do that, I'm really getting my opponent out wide there, and I'm gonna keep scoring to 10. Now, you can either continue to serve and hatchet, or you can do your full serve motion. You can stay on the ground, or you can jump. I'm actually going to start to jump into my serve like I'm playing a match, and let's see how it goes. Especially, I haven't really warmed up the jump, so this could be ugly in the beginning. I don't know. So we'll just see how it goes. I'm coming here, and I'm relaxed. And now I'm gonna go for my first serve. Okay, that's a pretty good start. That's 1 for 1, and I'm pretty happy with that. I wouldn't really change much about that. So I'm looking to rinse and repeat that serve. Here we go, getting set. I think that just hit the line, got way off the court. That's 2 for 2. I'm gonna count that. You guys can argue it, but you know what? There's no shot spot here. I'm giving that to myself. Okay, I'm 2 for 2. Here we go. Getting set, trying to bring that out wide. Okay, that's in. We're 3 for 3, but I didn't really like that serve because it didn't get off the court as much as I'd like to. So why didn't the ball get off the court as much as I like? Because my front shoulder, my hips, they just stayed locked too long towards this side of the court. I need to open it up towards that way a little sooner if I want the ball to get off the court. So we're 3 for 3. Let's go again here. Oh, bad toss. Don't hit the bad toss. Remember what I did there? That was kind of like my old habit. Remember, guys? Remember I said the ball can go off that way? And you guys actually saw it in this challenge, so that's great. So next time I serve, I'm going to focus on the nose always knows, okay? So I'm going to try and release the ball at the nose this time and see if I can correct that bad toss that just happened. And absolutely perfect there. That is now 4 for 4. And that little toss correction helped, and you notice how I even went further out into the court with still being comfortable than any of my other serves. So we're 4 for 4. Let's go again. Oh, bad toss. I held on to it too long. Okay, I held on to it too long. The ball went behind me. So now again, I gotta get focused on the nose. Okay. The nose always knows. Notice how I'm not going to hit a bad toss. All right, that's 5 for 5, but again, that was almost like a kick. Wasn't really crazy about that serve toss. So let's be a little tougher on ourselves. 5 for 5, I've got to be more picky with that toss. Okay, 5 for 6, first miss. Now rather than get mad at myself that I missed, it's an opportunity to restart a streak and then go, why did I miss? Well, the tossing arm fell too soon. It brought my head down, which made the ball kind of collapse. And especially if you collapse when you're spinning a serve, put a lot of spin, it really dive bombs in the net. So you got to really focus on staying up. We're 5 for 6 right now. So let's see if we can continue and pick up where we left off. That's 2 in a row in the net. 5 for 7. So that's letting me know it actually felt like a really good serve. I thought I was going to make that, but that's letting me know even though you thought you stayed up, you didn't. Don't argue with the results. They're giving you information. 5 for 7. That's a perfect serve right there. Now we are 6 for 8. That was my best serve of the day. That was like the perfect toss, the perfect hit. So you might want to watch that a couple times because that's ideally how I want to be hitting that serve. So now I am 6 for 8. There we go. 7 for 9, not bad, but I'd like to have more movement off the court. So we're 7 for 9, so I kind of hit my target. I say anything 7 and above is pretty decent for me. And now I have an opportunity to finish 8 for 10. And let's see if I can finish with a really nice serve out wide. So I'd love to finish by really getting that ball off the court. So I'm going to focus again on getting the ball out into the court, really cutting it, using the shoulders. Let's see if we can make that happen. Whoop. Now B2's trying to ice me. See B2's over there? He sees a dog and he's trying to see the dog. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed him a ball across the court. Let's see if we watch B2 run. Hey B2! B2! Go get it! There he goes. So now oh, that is a great way to finish this challenge. 8 for 10. B2 even tried to ice me. I can't believe my best buddy tried to ice me. There we go. Day 5 is in the books. B2 and I had a great time. B2 is reminding you that tennis It's the mother of all repetitions. Like he loves to go fetch. He could fetch, if you throw him 100 balls, he wants to do 101. That's the key to greatness, okay? So if you want to be great like B2, I really recommend you get the lifetime access pass so you can do this over and over and over again, not just a couple of times. You need to do that over and over again. I've hit countless slice serves in my life. That's why when I throw the ball up, I feel pretty good that it's going to go in most of the time. And if I miss, more importantly, I know exactly why I missed. So you want to get that kind of mastery over your slice serve, and tomorrow we're going to be back with the kick serve. Do not forget to use your video ask, okay? Use that video ask. I'm here to help you as a coach. Take advantage of that. You know, don't shy away from that. Just get your camera out. Send me your video ask video. I'll be happy to help you. And B2 and I will see you tomorrow. B2, say goodbye. Say goodbye. Tell him we'll see him tomorrow. Okay, he says goodbye. We'll see you tomorrow, day number 6 of our 7-day serve challenge.